guys, I am Wizarding World YouTuber Victoria-Maclean and welcome back to my channel. Now today is an unboxing of everything I had in Milan, including the items that we received from the Yule Ball celebration as well. I'm going to get straight into it. First of all, I'm going to show you today's wand. I'm in my Cath Kidston jumper, which I haven't worn since I've lost weight, and it just feels a little bit too big on me at the moment. So it's obviously a good thing, but I love this jumper. I don't want it to be too big for me. I want it to stay the same size. But I'm using my golden snitch wand, and this is one of my favorites. This is the one that is broken. As you guys know, there is a little bit missing from the top of the golden snitch there, and I did replace it with a brand new one when I went to the New York Harry Potter shop. But I don't want to use it because I'm worried I'm going to break it. So I'm happy to keep using this one, but I will put it back before I break it again. So I have got a number of items from Milan. I tell you something, my credit card took a proper beating when we were out there, but we were on holiday, so I wanted to really make a fuss. So I'm going to show you the items before I show you what I actually had from the Yule Ball. Now, we went out there to go to the Yule Ball. So myself and Monica went, we flew on the Wednesday and we were there until the Sunday because their flights from Bristol only do 2 flights a week to and from Milan. So we were there for like 3 full days, kind of taking in all the architecture and the beauty of Milan. It was so incredibly stunning. If you haven't seen the video for the Yule Ball, then check out the link above. It is in Italian. Obviously I'm speaking British, but it is in Italian, and unfortunately obviously we didn't know what was going on, but that did not diminish from the magic that was in the Yule Ball. We had the best time and met the most incredible people. And I was also the one gentleman, bless him, he took me to one side and danced with me. Him and his partner were there, and he told me he was going to propose, and he was really nervous, and I was like, come on now, you can do it, you can do it. And I said, I said, wouldn't it be great if you told them? And because I know that they'd absolutely love to have this wonderful gay couple making a massive kind of statement to their love in the middle of Milan, in this huge kind of environment that is all Harry Potter and about inclusivity. So it's like everyone was a part of it. And so they did their little proposal, and the venue made a huge fuss of it. They kind of had the gentleman come up on stage, and his partner was to one side, and the excitement in their faces, you can see he was so scared, love him. But his partner obviously said yes, and there was snow afterwards, and it made it so exciting, and me and Monica cried our eyes out. It was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful. And so that was just one of the highlights of the Yule Ball. Oh God, my eyes are going again. You two made me cry in the Yule Ball and you're doing it again. How dare you? You can watch this and laugh. But oh my God, they were so lovely. So I've told them if ever they're in the UK, they've got to hit me up and tell me how they're doing, because I would love to see them again. I really would. They were so much fun. Okay, so the first item I am going to show you, the first bag I'm going to show you. Now this was their equivalent to our Debenham store, if that makes sense. So it was kind of all the huge brands like Dior, like Christian Dior, Gucci, Valentino, all of those kind of, Dolce & Gabbana. They were all of these Prada shops inside this one department store that had 8 floors, and it was right opposite Duomo Cathedral. So obviously we had to go in there. And the first thing that we did see was this incredible decoration, because they had a whole Christmas floor. It was amazing. And the Christmas decorations that they had, I've never seen them before. They even had Halloween Christmas decorations that were just so cool that I have actually taken photographs of, because I want to see if I can try and get them over here. They were amazing. So I did pick up, because I always like to buy something that will remind me of where we were, of the holiday, of the excitement that we had. And I don't know if you can see it very well in this, but it's a glass bauble of Duomo Cathedral, and it is just to die for. I loved it. So this was €15, so it's about £13 in our money, which I thought for a huge decoration like this was well worth the money. So that was the decoration. Then because this was like £30 cheaper here in the £30 cheaper in Milan to the UK. It was crazy. And I have been, every time I go in Boots here, I've been spraying myself with it. I couldn't afford to buy it here because it was so expensive. So I'd go into Boots, I'd spray myself with this perfume and then walk out. So bad, I know. But it was really expensive. Now I've been having, is it Midnight Fantasy, has been my perfume for the last, I think it's got to be 10 years. Okay, it's a long time. And it's like £20. It's really cheap, but you can use loads of it. And it's not expensive, so it doesn't cost you the earth to replenish your bottle. But I had fallen in love with this Prada perfume, thanks to somebody like Emma Watson. Or should I say thanks to Emma Watson. I would never have picked up this perfume bottle to smell it, but I did. And it is the Prada Perfume Paradox. So I had to. It was £51 here in Duomo, in that shopping centre. But it is so much more expensive here in the UK. So I have bought the perfume. And I have been spraying it on myself like constantly. So this is it. This is the Perfume Paradox by Prada, advertised by Emma Watson. It is just, oh, you don't need much of it. That's the thing. It's so gentle. It's so gentle. It's so strong that you only need to spray a small amount of it. And the amazing thing is, it is refillable. So you can buy the bottle to refill it for I think it's £89. And the bottle, the refillable bottle will fill the larger bottle 3 times. And so I'm always after perfume for Christmas. I mean, most women are, aren't they? They love their perfumes for Christmas. So I did have to buy this Prada perfume. I will put the link down below for you, so if you would like to get it yourself, then it is definitely worth it. I'm really struggling to put this back together. Got it on my fingers now. It's just so, it's so fruity. That's the thing. It's a really fruity smell. And I love my fruity smells. I'm not one for expensive perfumes. I've never been one for expensive perfumes. I've had them because I like the idea of having an expensive perfume. But I kind of stopped doing that years ago because perfume is so expensive. But this is so beautiful. I love it. So this is now my new scent, is Prada Paradox. And then because obviously we bought the perfume, I got lots of little testers, which I haven't sprayed any of these yet. So I've got the Flower Bomb Dew by Victor and Ralph. I've never heard of that, but I'm not massive into my perfumes. Oh, Alien Goddess. Yes, I have heard of that one. So we've got that one. And then we have some Prada Candy, which I did get a smell of in their shop that's their equivalent to Boots. And it was very, very nice, actually. So I'm quite pleased I've got little samples of that. And then I've had to actually take this off to put it in the box because I've been wearing it since I bought it. You know I've got a thing about Swarovski, right? Well, they had 2 Swarovski shops in the centre of, in the Duomo shopping area. And the one I went into was like their new styles where they've got these boxes all over and it's incredibly colourful. And I walked in and I was like, I'm just going to have a look. I'm just going to have a look. That's all I wanted to do, to have a look. Until I saw some rings. And they were really sparkly. And it was like, okay, who's the idiot put rings in here for me to see? Please step away from the jewellery. No, I did not. I wanted to try them just to see what they look like. Biggest mistake of my life, okay? Because the lady who served me, first of all, she was wearing this humongous Swarovski crystal necklace, and I was just like, oh, I want you so badly. Not the lady, obviously. I mean, don't get me wrong, she was beautiful, but the necklace was gorgeous. So I really struggled, and she sat me down, because everywhere you go in Milan, it's like you're treated like royalty. And so she sat, please take a seat, in the beautiful Italian accent, you know, gorgeous. I love the Italian accent. And I managed to get grazie, okay, apparently I said it really well. And what's the other one? Grazie and my brain's gone now. I've been away for 2 days. It's just not good. Anyway, so she sat me down, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting treated like royalty. There's a mirror in front of me and there's this beautiful seat and table. And she puts this lovely mat out in front of me, you know, like the proper kind of, you know, VIP experience, even though I just wanted to try some jewellery on. And I said I'd like to try these rings on, and she went and got them, and She looked at my fingers and she knew what size they were. She was like, you are a blah, 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 and a blah, 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 blah. And I was just blown away. So blown away. I couldn't believe that she knew what size my fingers were. It was crazy. And so I tried on this very thick, it was like a diamond, obviously crystal band, which had stones going all the way around it. But she said that because they're very bulky, she said they're not, because I like wearing rings on this one finger alone. She said it's not the sort of ideal ring you'd want to wear on that finger because it can get very uncomfortable. She was very honest with me, and it was more expensive. And so she wanted to put it on this finger. So obviously I put it on this finger, and don't get me wrong, the ring was beautiful, but I don't like wearing fingers. No, I don't like wearing rings on this finger. And so I said, okay, what's next? Anyway, she not that we do not do this in the UK, right? Anyone who works in the retail industry, when it comes to things like, you know, jewelry, you do not leave the jewelry on the counter and walk away. But she did. And I don't quite know if that's because security was really high, because there was security guards with guns everywhere. It was like proper high style security wherever you went. And I'm not sure if it is because of the massive brands that were there, the humongous sales, or the kind of people that actually go to these places, which obviously must have quite a lot of money. Obviously me not being one of them, would love to one day, but you never know. So she then she left the ring on the mat and then went to get the other ring that I wanted to try, which is the ring I have. And she tried it on, and it was a little bit too big, and she wasn't sure if I'd be happy with the fact that it was, she thought that, you know, maybe it would get too small if my hands got hot. I said, my hands are always hot, I said. So my fingers are always swollen. Not swollen, but you know, when your hands are cold, your fingers shrink. And in the morning they're very big, and in the evening they're a lot thinner. It's quite odd, isn't it? She got a half a size smaller of this ring and put it on. Well, that was it for me, this ring. She put it on my finger. It was 130 euros, I was told, which was a lot. It's a lot for someone like me. But as Monica said, she said, Mum, she said, you're international now. She said, you know, this could be your celebratory piece. You could have this as like a celebration for doing so well. And so I thought, I know I can't afford it, but I am working really hard at the moment, and I'm loving my job so damn much, so much more since New York. I'm trying to do so many more different things. I very rarely film at home now. It's crazy. And I'm loving my life. I'm loving my job. I'm loving the people I work with. I'm loving the companies I work with, and I love everything about it. And so I thought, do you know what? Okay, let's go for it. So anyway, she put it on my finger, and she said, I went to take it off, and she said, no, she said, keep it on. She said, it's okay now. She said, don't worry. She said, keep it on, continue looking around. She said, and I'll sort everything out at the cash point, you know, the till or whatever, as the checkout. I don't know what they call it over there, but so obviously their boxes are all different now, because they used to just sell them in a blue box, and they don't do that anymore. So this is the ring I chose. It's very, very simple, on a simple Erodian plated band. It is absolutely stunning. It was just, I have to have it. It was just one of those rings. And even Adam, he saw it, and he was really impressed by it, and he didn't even, like, you know, flinch at the cost. He just was like, oh, that's really nice. And so this is the ring. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And what I love is all around the edge of the stone is like the metal, is obviously the silver, and it's actually encrusted with more crystals. And you know how much I love my Swarovski. So this actually hasn't left my finger until today to do the unboxing. It's like a new engagement ring for me. I love it. And it's our anniversary as well next month. So I just love it. I know I'm not meant to buy my own, but to be honest, if Adam did, he'd probably buy something I didn't like. So even my engagement ring, my real engagement ring, was my choice. But it's just because we did the engagement so spare of the moment that we then went and chose the engagement ring separately. So that is what I bought from Milan, from Swarovski. It was 115 euros, so it turned out to be £101. So she thought it was 130, it was 115 at the till, and then when I looked at my credit card, it was 101. I can't stop looking at it, it's so beautiful. I'm literally like this all day. There's certain lights in my house that are like spotlights, and I'm like this. Just look at the sparkle, it's so pretty. So I was really excited, and I got to wear it as well to the Yule Ball. So I love it, so sparkly in front of my cabinet, my shelves. It's just so pretty because obviously I've got Swarovski all over the shelf, and I've got Swarovski down here, I've got Swarovski there, all across here is Swarovski, there is Swarovski. I'm obsessed with Swarovski so much. So let's move on to the final bag, which is the Ballo del Capo, is that right? I'm so sorry if I'm not pronouncing it right, which is basically Yule Ball celebration, Harry Potter a celebration. So we've got lots of lovely things to show you. Now, I've actually had a few questions about the items from the Yule Ball. I've had friends message me saying that they have the Yule Ball coming to them wherever they live, and would I recommend the premiere? The premiere tickets, which I think is an extra $41 or whatever it is in the currency. I personally wouldn't. Now I think it's definitely worth going to. Even in a different language, we were completely blown away by the beauty, the presentation, the grace, the kindness of this beautiful place, and it was like immersive theatre. It was incredible. You literally turn up and you are in the Yule Ball. You are in this amazing transformed place that just took you back and made it so Christmassy. It was so beautiful, and it was like immersive theatre because they basically put on a show, and you become part of that show. So it was amazing, and they even taught Monica to do some dancing, and it was just so beautiful to watch. I actually cried watching her dance. It was amazing. So I've got to say, I'll show you the items that we did get for the premium, or I can't remember what it's called. So I will show you now. I'll take them out of the bag separate. These are the items that you get when you do the premium. So you get a lanyard. So you get this lanyard, obviously, that says premium. Down the bottom, you are able to have food and a cocktail for free, and you got this band, but I think everybody got one of these Yule Ball bands, which are very pretty. They're obviously ribbon. And then I must admit, the lanyard is very sparkly. So that for me was really pretty, because you know how I love my Christmassy and my sparkle, and the patterns on it are the Christmas decorations from the Yule Ball. However, you were only given an extra one cocktail, and the cocktails were €10 a cocktail, which I thought was very expensive. And for the food was 2 little tiny bites like this that they do prepare in front of you. So it does look very flamboyant and very kind of, very kind of 5-star. And it as Warner Brothers do, they do like to do their 5-star items. But that's all you got for an extra €41. I thought that was very cheeky. I would have been more than happy to go to this Yule Ball, now I know, and not pay the extra for the premium. I think that was a little bit excessive, and there's no kind of extra kind of gifts or anything. It was literally just this, and I'm pretty sure everybody got one of these. So the premium isn't worth it unless you really like the lanyard. But would you really want to pay $41 or euros for a lanyard? I wouldn't. As beautiful as it is, that's not, no. Okay, so I did go into the shop. So I do love the bags. The bags are obviously very pretty. The shop was very basic. For the Yule Ball, this has been advertised for a little while now, and Warner Brothers already sell Yule Ball products. So they have Yule Ball tops, just spirit jerseys, which you've obviously seen me wear in my videos. They do a full range of Yule Ball makeup. This is actually the official glitter, the official Yule Ball glitter that I have used for my nails, which is beautiful, but I need to update it because I've had to file the back of them. They do things like the Noble Collection boxes, the what's it called? The architect boxes, artifact boxes, that's it. And inside Hermione's is loads of Yule Ball things, So there's so many things they could have sold at the shop. There were no t-shirts, no hoodies, no hats, no pins, no nothing. It was very, very basic. Again, if you want to see what was in the shop, then check out the video that I did of the Yule Ball. I do a full video, full tour. And I was very disappointed because one of the reasons why I went to the event was for the exclusivity of the products. However, I did buy a few things. And again, if you watch the video, you will know what I bought. So inside the Yule Ball, we have a program. So we were all given a program of what these are. So Monica used a translator to tell us what was going on. So she read it to me. I really do love that. I think that's a really lovely idea to do that. So we did keep that. We had these tickets, which we're not sure of. It had to be scanned, however, nothing was scanned. And I think this is, I'm not quite sure what this is. Maybe it's to give your feedback or something. So I did have a few items. So I did buy these. So I haven't seen these before. I'm not 100% sure what's in them, but it wasn't cheap. It was $14.49. However, I wanted to get something from there to kind of show and to be able to talk about things when I got home. So I did buy this, which is a Ravenclaw bauble, which is actually very, very, very nice. And then inside is a Ravenclaw silver necklace, which is actually very pretty. Oh, is that it? Oh, my mistake. I thought it was a bit more than that. So I think this is by the Carrot Shop. I do like the Carrot Shop. So let me show you the jewellery. It doesn't seem to be silver. So we have a little necklace, Ravenclaw necklace, and then obviously they did different houses. So this is the Ravenclaw version, but I wouldn't have paid £15 for it. But that is really pretty. I do like that actually, considering it's very simple. Yeah, put that on actually. That's really pretty. So obviously they had all 4 houses. So yeah, that's really pretty actually. I quite like that. You can't really see it very well, but it is quite dainty and delicate. I like that. Okay, so the next item I will show you. I will open it as well. They had these in all 4 houses. Now I've never seen them before. As in, I've seen the book style items, but I've never seen them do the house versions. Now these were expensive. They were $42.99. They did have a Harry Potter book style advent calendar, but that was over €70. And I really didn't think it was worth it. It had a lot of items in it, don't get me wrong, but I didn't think it was worth it. So this is the Ravenclaw book, and it is by the Carrot Shop. So it's a metal book, which I do like the book, but it is expensive. And then inside, whichever house you get, obviously, you have a number of Ravenclaw items, or whichever house you choose. So we have, oh, I like that. We have a Ravenclaw scrunchie. Scrunchies are very much in at the moment, aren't they? They never used to be, but they're in again now. So we have a Ravenclaw scrunchie, which I think is very nice, actually. So there we have that. I like that, that's nice. Then we have a, looks like a lanyard. So there we have a Ravenclaw lanyard as well. I like that, it's nice and thick. I like my lanyards to be nice and thick. I like that, that's really nice. For uni. Then we have we've got a Ravenclaw metal, it's like a metal bookmark, which seems very, very nice. And then we have quite a lot in this actually, considering. And then, oh dear. And we have the necklace again. But we have lovely earrings to go with it. So let me take that out of the packaging. We have the same necklace. Oh, dearie me. So we have really pretty Ravenclaw earrings. Just pushing them in a bit there. So they are really sparkly. I like those. And then we have the same necklace again. So, oops, that was not what I planned. But there we are. So that's really pretty. I like the earrings. They're really nice. So that was what was included in the little box. And that's a little bit more value for money, I think, rather than the decoration. So let me pop this back in because I like to keep it all together. And so that's it. So what do you think of my buys from Milan? Do you think the value for money? Do you think not? I'd love to hear your opinions, because yeah, I think in some things I was really lucky with, and then other things I'm like, yeah, maybe not. So until next time, take care. I love you all, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Bye-bye. Want to check out more of my content? Take a look at this video right here or this video right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe.